over to get it, just get it. Ain't just on me, it's in me. I speak the truth, I'm a realist. I ain't just dedicated, I'm committed. Pull up white polo, T-palm, ain't just sweat, VVS, baguette. They know our nicks. Locked down 23 hours, 1 hour wreck. Look at me now, everything.
What up, everybody? Welcome to STWF Studios. Got that caffeine jumping in me this morning. Today's topic, fasted cardio. Let me tell y'all that if y'all slipping, if y'all sleeping in, real talk. Man, I got a 5 a.m. client again recently. I used to always have a 5 a.m. client or 2 or 3. But I kind of had about a 3 or 4 month break from getting up early. And let me tell you, I do a 5 a.m. client from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. So from 6 to 6:30, I have a break between clients. So as of a couple of weeks ago, I started back doing my fasted cardio in the morning. Man, the energy level, the way I have been feeling, the other day, this ain't no joke, no gimmick. You know, I can't sell fasted cardio, so I'm not benefit from, boosting it. But let me tell you something. Man, I was feeling so good the other day. It was like, man, I had to just say, just roll with it. I was feeling so good after doing some morning, some fasted cardio, that I was almost like, man, scared to come down from that. Like, man, why am I feeling this good? Man, how long is this gonna last? Man, like, this is almost too good. And I'm like, whoa, bro, chill out, you deserve it. And all that comes from just getting a decent night rest, pretty good night rest, and getting up and doing some cardio, getting that blood flowing. So a lot of people that's in the fitness, they know about fasted cardio. You know, they know that's the best way when you're really trying to burn fat and create that caloric deficit. As y'all have been taught, I'm sure a lot of people haven't, but I'm assuming that there's people listening and watching that don't, haven't seen or heard this before. If you have heard it, just it won't hurt to hear it again. But when you go to sleep at night, you're fasting. So when you wake up and eat, you break that fast. That's why it's called breakfast. Breakfast, break fast. So when you sleep overnight and then you get up and before you add calories, you go do fasted cardio, now you're creating what's called a caloric deficit. And then and only then can you start to see the abs start to show, the definition for all the hard work you work for. That's going to come from nutrition, first of all. And secondly, getting up and creating a caloric deficit, doing that fasted cardio. So just some of the benefits of doing fasted cardio. First of all, you sleep so much better at night. You wake up, I'm beating my alarm clock now. Before I had that 5 a.m. client and I started back doing my fasted cardio, the alarm was going off 2 or 3 minutes before I even snap out of it to hit snooze 5 and 6 times on the cell phone. I'm so used to old school alarms, I'm still reaching. That was way back in the gap. But yeah, I'm hitting snooze nonstop. I done got up and started doing fasted cardio. Man, I can't tell you when the last time that alarm clock beat me. If my alarm clock is set for 3:45 a.m., I've been up at 3:40. So it does help you wake up with more of a spark. But because I'm getting up and doing fasted cardio, that late night snacking and watching movies and this and that, 10:30, it's a wrap. Not only am I tired, especially since we done lost that hour, and I just started back getting up early, not only am I tired and ready to go to bed, mentally I'm looking forward to it because I know it's a challenge. At 51, I don't just walk around popping and lean as I used to be. So everything is it takes more time. You got to be more strategic. At 51, you're not going to quite have what you had at 28, 25, 24. But the goal is to be the very best version of yourself. So that fasted cardio has just been a game changer. I've done it before, but I got out of the habit because, I didn't have to be up at 5. So what I started doing is getting up, maybe walking the dogs up and down the street, which that's movement, but that's a different pace. Now, some of you people can start off slow with shadow boxing, which is really anaerobic. That's not cardio. That's still a good start. You can start off going for walks. But when you start off and get that blood flowing, I'm more productive throughout the day. I have more clarity. I have more focus. I'm less irritable. My overall mood and mind state is so much better just from getting up and doing fasted cardio in the morning. And I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks, and it has just really just propelled me into, well, I'm up, I'm gonna do this, taking out garbage, doing this, just moving, writing more, getting more accomplished, coming up with game plans. So when you get up and get that blood flowing, don't forget the brain, the body, all of your organs. It's all about that oxygenated blood. So when you get up and get that heart rate up in the morning, most people that work out in the morning, they become addicted to it. And man, because when you don't do it, it is not the same thing. So we're going to talk about some of the benefits of doing fasted cardio. Obviously, fat loss. That's one of the benefits. Increased energy. I just wrote this down this morning in the car because I just started doing fasted cardio, and I'm thinking of all the stuff that I've noticed and has been scientifically proven. More hormone production. So for guys, you're going to naturally boost your testosterone levels. Fasted cardio will definitely increase your sex drive because blood flow is about, your whole body is operated by blood flow. Improves your mood drastically. As I've told y'all, my testimony, just like, man, why am I feeling so good? It was like, literally, I'm asking myself that. Oh, that fasted cardio. Getting up and getting my day started like that has been just a true blessing. I have more gratitude. It's my attitude is better. When people cut me off in traffic, man, go ahead, you go have a bad day, I'm good. You know, just the way I respond to things, I'm less reactionary. It's just amazing. It speeds up your metabolism, even improves your joint health, helps to overcome depression and even PTSD. It improves your confidence because accomplishing things always, that sense of accomplishment gives you confidence. If you have a 3 or 4 year old kid and you tell him, good job, that instills confidence in him. I did something worthy. I'm worthy. And what does he want to do? When you say good job, he don't want to go knock that lamp over and break it. He want to go take out the trash. Look, Daddy, I took out the trash. Good job. Look, Daddy, I gave the dog some water. And we never outgrow that sense of accomplishment. We never outgrow being recognized for our work. But when you work out, it's a recognition of you. You feel it inside. It's not no one telling you good job. Your mind, body, soul is screaming to you good job. And there's nothing like, if someone praises you and you know you cheated on that test, you cannot truly savor that praise. You can't really appreciate it. You'd be like, oh, thank you. But in the back of your mind, like, damn, I don't know nothing about math. I just cheated. Man, but when you do the work and you've earned it, that sense of accomplishment, you don't need nobody to praise you. You are literally telling yourself, man, damn, good job. Man, I knew I could do it. Man, now that I done did that, now let me cut out the junk food. And that's once you start accomplishing things, it makes you want to start accomplishing more things. And on the other end of that spectrum, losing can become a habit too. Man, I said I was gonna get up Monday. I ain't do it. I've been lying to myself for months. That New Year's resolution been gone. And then so what happens is you start just making allowances for yourself to lie to you. You start expecting, when you say, next week I ain't eating no bread, I'm eating this and that, when you're saying it, you have no confidence in what you're saying. Preparation and confidence go together. Confidence comes from proper preparation. When you have prepared yourself for something, if you can be in a competition with the smartest people in the world, But if you have trained for that spelling bee, you've read the encyclopedia, you studied, you went to sleep listening to audiobooks, you have just dove head deep and stayed down in the trenches on that topic, even going against the best of the world, there's going to be a natural nervousness before any competitive event, but you're knowing I did everything I could to prepare for this. So let the chips fall where they may. When somebody know they've been sleeping in, they know they've been studying, they have a completely different energy. They all over the place in their own head, already making excuses, already looking at the exit, not even looking at the trophies, because they know don't none of those over there belong to me, not 1 through 5. Where's the exit at? How can I don't even want to be seen on the camera good. How can I kind of stand over here? Their whole posturing, the way someone posture when they're prepared, I've said this before, we have 30, 40, 50, 60 people come through the gym a day. If 2 or 3 of them is trained fighters, I can pick them out. It's just something about, they said, Mama, they said, that's something we've always said, who is they? But they was talking about Navy SEALs being able to spot other Navy SEALs in a crowded room. There's something about someone's posturing who's the real deal. You got one dude who wants you to think he bad. A lot of us can peep that. You got another dude who I don't want you to think I'm bad. I don't need you to think I'm bad, but I can show you I'm bad. It's a posturing when you're prepared. And it don't have to be a cockiness. It don't have to be an arrogance. It's not even an ego thing. You know that you are competent. You know that you are skilled. And that's what doing fasted cardio, you know you now have control of yourself. You're like, man, I'm beating the alarm. Those small little victories add up to ginormous victories because you're more open opportunity when you're walking around with your head up, chest out. We are receptors. You're not closed in. Your posturing can close off deals for you. You come in, you want to see about, joining the STWF studio team. You didn't prepare at all. You come to talk to us, ain't looking nobody in the eye, your shoulders are down, you looking around, man, is he looking for something to steal? Man, look me in the eye. We don't know what to think. It's your energy is off. Like, man, I can do this, and you don't even seem confident in you. And you want me to take a chance on you? Someone else comes in, head up, chest out. They not even speaking their skills. They come collectively looking around with this look of confidence on their face and their energy. Like, man, this dude ain't even said nothing. He looked the part. He's confident. He's not acting nervous. Head up, chest out, looking everybody in the eye, shaking their hand. Man, nice studio. So, blah, blah, blah. That energy, before he states one thing about I can mix, I can master, I can do camera work, I've got an IT degree myself, before he mentions any of his skill set, his energy has already kind of introduced himself. Like, this dude must be familiar with studios. He not looking lost, he looking confident. And don't let him drop a name. Oh, that's the LXPCQ light, or whatever, Then you really like, oh, okay. So little things that we do, people, we don't think affects the rest of our day, the rest of our week, the rest of our month, the rest of our life, and it absolutely does. If you start your day every day hitting snooze, you done hit snooze too much. I have done this. My girl trying to be sweet to me, and I'm kind of like, get out the way. My whole energy is off. She trying to be nice. I done hit snooze. I done already made my own coffee, man. The whole thing is thrown off because I hit snooze. Now, my energy is anxious with her. One of the dogs tripped me. Normally, I might overlook it. Now, I might try to kick it or something. Then I rush out. Because someone is doing a speed limit, I'm mad at that because I need to go. Somebody blow the horn, I'm throwing the finger, I'm ready to go to war. All of that because of how I started my day. Now, if you start your day in a hectic, frantic pace, then you realize you were so busy being unorganized or moving so fast, you done left something you needed at home. Now you are so irritated about that, it is virtually impossible for you to truly receive a blessing, to truly receive anything of validation, because you too pissed off. I have done that. I'm in a real good mood. I encounter a stranger who's frantically, hey, how you doing? They kind of look at me irritated, like, what the hell are you speaking to me for? Because the way they start their days. It's because the way they go to sleep. How you start something is not, believe me, how you start does not have to be how you finish. The journey is not easy. There's going to be valleys and peaks. There's going to be wins and losses along the way. But the way you start anything can and usually does have a direct correlation on how you finish, if you start with the right intentions on the right path. Now, if you stumbling your way through stuff, yes, of course, you can start off stumbling and get it together and correct the ship. There are such things as nosedives and rising, something we call a learning curve. Yes, there is a process to anything. But when it comes to your day, people, if at all possible, if you can get up and get active, get moving on some push-ups, bodyweight squats, especially cardio, you will notice just a big difference on the way the rest of your day goes. And as you keep doing that, watch the way the rest of your week goes. So that's what I want to encourage y'all to do. Get up, people. You can walk. You can do the exercise bike. You can do the treadmill. You can jog in place at the house. You can throw some punches. You can dance. But the one thing I will encourage y'all to do, start slow. You know, there have been some people that have literally died. They got so, and these ain't 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old people. There are certain people that eat real greasy, fattening food for long periods of time. They start to clog their arteries. They start to get hypertension, high blood pressure, and all of this, and they start to feel real, real bad. They listen to somebody like me, another trainer, a motivational video, they see something, and they try to go from 0 to 100, and people have literally had heart attacks, strokes, have had some bad outcomes. So make sure it's gradual stages of progression. If you're someone who's been sitting on the couch chilling or working a lot, just sitting around at the office, pecking and typing and eating junk food, do not get up and start trying to do an hour of cardio. It could be 5 or 10 minutes at a time. If you're new to fitness, the first 2 weeks, I got something that I call the wimp out clause. The wimp out clause is the first 2 weeks of training. Stop any and every time you need to. The first 2 weeks. And I would still advise you have some type of structure plan. If you're completely out of shape, you shouldn't even be thinking starting off with an hour or 30 minutes or 20 minutes. You might literally want to start with 10 or 15 minutes and start with something real simple like walking. Do some stretching and walking and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give y'all my blessed report on getting back into faster cardio and falling in love with it, because man, my days have been completely different, so much more productive. Once I got up and started getting that blood flowing, people, y'all can do it too. As a matter of fact, y'all should do it. Thank y'all for tuning in to STWF Studios, Slaughta FiT, and we are out.